And hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Happy almost Friday, because like I said, Thursday comes before Friday. So once again, another weekend almost coming up here. But on that note, let me say hello to everybody. So first of all, if you're lurking, hello. And Tess redeeming first, getting the Joe Hendry seal of approval. I see you. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, so we are actually back with this game today. I actually took a break from it yesterday to kind of unload a little bit, because I know this game can be a little bit stressful at times with the tactical RB cheat thinking and knowing what you have to do next. And it's a very, very, I wouldn't say stressful, but it takes a lot of, brain thinking to do in a way. So, so we're back to this today after a day break. But we'll play more of that here in a little bit. But I did have something else in my mind that I was going to say, but then I kind of forgot it, unfortunately. So it'll probably come back to my brain at some point in time. But yeah, don't you guys just kind of like hate it when you have something that you're going to say and all of a sudden you just forget to say it, or it's now in the back of your mind and you don't know what it is anymore? Yeah, that's kind of like me. I kind of have those moments where, I'm about to say something that I completely forget about it, which is, another, curse of getting old. Or maybe I just have a bad memory. I don't know. It's one of the two. It's always one of the two. I don't know. It's never in the middle. It's always like one side or the other. But yeah, but we're doing okay though. We're vibing. We're hanging out here. We're just about to maybe continue progress here, because just in case I fail this mission that I was doing the last time I played this, I have a walkthrough up, so that way if I get stuck on something, I can kind of follow the exact same procedure as that video, so that way I don't lose. So yeah, with Fog of War missions like this are very, very, very annoying. So yeah, it's you can't really see what's going on, because you got to send in your troops to certain spots, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you have to see the opponent first before you attack, which is kind of annoying. But then the opponent has a major advantage on you, and you just have a disadvantage, unfortunately. So at least we'll try to complete this mission here. I don't know how many missions there are left. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and kind of go slowly but surely here. But yeah, so I mean, if you have to take a break from a game sometimes, there's no problem in doing that, because I've taken breaks before and it actually does feel good to kind of swap to something else. So even if it's on the stream schedule, then you might have to just be okay, it's getting a little bit out of hand here. Let me take a couple breaks, every once in a while. And yeah, it's one of those situations where you just gotta have to stop, take a deep breath, and relax. So just like that. Even though you couldn't see me doing it, but yeah, it's obviously one of those things where it's okay to do. You don't have to just keep pressuring yourself to play a certain, because if you want to play something else, that's totally fine. Because usually my bread and butter comfort zone is Pokemon related stuff and also Zelda related stuff. So sometimes if I'm interested in playing another Pokemon mod, or if I wanted to play something Pokemon related or do a Zelda randomizer, I could have done that at any given time. But I'm gonna go with the schedule. I gotta keep the variety going here. I love playing games that I've never played before for the first time. And it's kind of an experience for me, because you basically it opens the doors to new opportunities that obviously the games with you never played before. And you can kind of check them out, and, obviously people have liked these games, and they make, obviously you want to check that out here. And it's kind of a different vibe. You know what I mean? The vibes are definitely trying new games is definitely not a bad thing. Sometimes I'll usually kind of go around and just kind of, try certain things, and if I like something, I like something. It's just and I'll mess around with that game for a while. So there is that. But anyways, also I did talk about this yesterday in Discord. But yeah, so I'm gonna be part of the Autism Acceptance raid train next month, for those who didn't catch the news yesterday. So that's going to be a good time here, because I know we have some people that are going through autism in this community. So, and basically the community is just going to be about us. So we're just kind of, take a, kind of reflect on it, share people's experiences with it in the chat, Maybe we'll play some Pokemon Infinite Fusion or Crowd Control or do something with that. I don't know yet, but at the same time, it's going to be very, very fun. So, yeah, it's and my time slot is 3 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Eastern, but I might go live a little bit later on, so that way I can kind of get everything together and ready to go for whatever I'm going to play here. So, I will, I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe I may do some incentives, I may not, I'm not sure yet. We'll just kind of see what happens with that. But yeah, overall, I am very, very excited because this is my first ever raid train I am participating in, and I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly I'm excited at the same time. So I am ready to. I want to ready to rock with that. So yeah, so I'll be live Saturday, April 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern for those who are keeping score at home. So yeah, get excited, get pumped. It's gonna be very, very crazy. But yeah, we're going to have some fun and we're going to hang out. We're going to vibe and have a good time here. Because this community is about us. I don't, go through autism personally. But at the same time, I want to, share your experiences with it. Because like I said, this is all about us at the end of the day. This community is us. I might be the streamer here. I might be, the owner, the president of this operation here, but I care about you guys. This is about us, okay? So yeah, I can't wait for that day. It's gonna be very, very exciting. But yeah, so why don't we? I feel like that's all for the news as of right now. So yeah, we were in a very particular spot here for Advance Wars. I don't know if we're gonna get through this the first time because, like I said before, I actually do have a playthrough up of a video, just in case I mess up. So, I will try the best I can to get everything going. But anyways, yeah, I guess all we can do is just end the turn here and then just kind of hope for the best. Because it's taking us 17 days. Oh, he's got that power? Okay, we might be screwed here. Yeah, we might be kind of SOL. Yeah, we might have to move to, certain spots and whatnot. Yeah, we might be a little bit SOL here, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, then that's unfortunate because, yeah. I think this is an L coming up here because we were gonna try to get across, but yeah, it looks like they might be capturing more stuff than we imagined here. Okay, well at least, like I said, at least we have at least something coming up here. I mean, we can kind of fire on this, but I feel like that's all we can do. Yeah, that's literally all we can do at this rate. I mean, we can kind of hold out, but I don't know how that's gonna help us here with, with the situation that we're in right now. Here, let me kind of move you back. Let me kind of move you back just a little bit. Yeah, at least kind of defend our posts here. Yeah, because I ain't going down without a fight, obviously. That's obviously a given. Yeah, I ain't going down without a fight. Yeah, we could spend some on rockets, but I'm gonna kind of hold off here. Yeah, the tsunami kind of hurt a little bit, and our transporter kind of hurt a little bit. Okay, so they got... Yeah, so they also have rockets. which kind of sucks. Oh, and the cruiser with the tank. Yeah, that's gonna suck also. Yeah, because we got to get rid of that boat that's up there. Yeah, I feel like it's like only a matter of time before we take like an L or something. Yeah, that still did a lot, even with their 5 HP. Yeah, because now we have like kind of a decision. Yeah, I think we might be kind of screwed. Yeah, we might be kind of screwed, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, we'll use it, but what's the point? You know what I mean? Yeah, because we have a decision to make. Yeah, at least get rid of you. Or at least try to. Yeah, just leaving everybody to die. How could you? Okay, so unfortunately that was a trap. I mean, all we can do is just attack one of these individuals. We only have like one. Yeah, let me see. I don't think we could do a whole lot. Yeah, because I feel like we might be losing here. All we can do is just damage them. That's all we can do. I mean, I'll try to spawn in as much as I can, but I don't know if it's going to help out here. Alright, CO power is really dangerous. Do you think you should give Andy a shot next time? Actually, no, we'll keep it going with Sammy. I got faith in Sammy. We can do this. Okay, so yeah, so we'll, yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be a lost cause here from, like, you know, the last attempt we did this, but... Okay, so, we'll give it a shot here. Yeah, Sammy, we'll give you another crack at it. Okay. Alright, so, it's definitely doable. Not the best, but it's definitely doable, you know what I mean? Alright, you know about him, his armadas, yada yada yada. Okay. Yeah, let's get moving. Okay. So, I'm gonna see this, video here, so I'm gonna kind of take a look. So, okay, so the first thing I guess this person did was you move them up here. And then, let me kind of see where we're at here. Okay. Okay, so I guess they did, like, the mix, where he just puts you on board. Yeah, they'll put you on board. And then I think, let's see, yeah. Okay, so he landed right next to that rock. So we'll go right next to the rock here. And then, we are gonna, okay. Okay. Okay, so that, okay, so let me see where, okay. And then drop you guys here. And then we can move them over when we have to. What about the submarines? I know he did something with the submarines. But I know we have to capture all the properties. That's like, that is the goal. Okay, so that by the road. Okay, so that is pretty easy to do. So yeah, just move you over here. And then dive down. Yeah, like that. And then dive you down here too. Okay. So, so far so good. So, and then... Okay, so the cruise ship is gonna go by the building there. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Cause yeah, Fog of War missions are hell. They are hell on Earth though. So not really a whole bunch we can do, at least for the start of the turn, but at least we can kind of have like an idea. Did you move right here? Okay, yeah, you did move over here. Okay, so I guess you're kind of guarding this position? Yeah, so it's like right up here. Yeah, so that would make sense. Okay. Okay. So actually, that's interesting. I think he put the, this over here, and then this over here. And then, okay, so they move both of them over here. Okay. That would actually make sense. Okay. I didn't think of that before, but that actually makes sense at the end of the day. Yeah, and then we'll drop you over here. Yeah, sometimes you just kind of have to, like, stop and think. You know what I mean? Okay. And I think, yeah, okay, so then he puts you... Yeah, so we'll load you in. I think you didn't really do a whole lot with the other tank here. So I think we are probably going to end the turn here. Because I think he ended the turn, right? Let me see. Let me take a look-see here. Okay, yeah, so he did end the turn here. Okay. Which is fine. Okay, so all of a sudden it's starting to rain. Yeah, now's the time. I need to know... Okay, so you're gonna... Yeah, so you're gonna start capping some stuff here. So we can't really see him capping anything. Because it's all, in the fog. But we kind of do have an idea. Feeling confident? Yeah, I'm more confident. I am more confident than I was before because, yeah, I have something to kind of help me a little bit. I have a little bit of a cheat sheet here. Okay. So, yeah, the rain is going to kind of mess with everything here. Okay, so I see what he did first turn. Okay, so we'll cap this over here. So that's the first thing we're going to cap. Alright, so obviously... Okay, so what about you guys over here? Let me see what okay. So, okay, tanks... Okay, so we can't move the tank all the way over here, but we can kind of get it close to where he was at before. Yeah, I kind of hate it how it's, like, random. The weather is kind of, like, random here. Okay, so we kind of actually moved it in this position, but it's raining, so... Yeah, we can kind of wait it out over here. Close enough, though. Okay. So then we take the boat back. Yeah, take the boat back, so then I think that, yeah, the tank is gonna load up on here. Yeah, so that's right. Okay, so that is right. Okay. So we are going to go up here. Yeah, so we'll load all the boats, all the stuff on the boat here. Okay, and then you go up here. Or attempt to. Okay, so that's... Yeah, so that's in the spot, yeah, it's in the spot where it should be. Okay, and then this boat will come back. And then we load you on. And I think we should be okay after... Okay, yeah, I think we should be okay after that. Okay, so, yeah, we should be good. I know these two aren't, like, the closest, but it'll do for now. Yeah, it'll do for now. Okay, so now it's back to being sunny. so they're kind of getting into position over here. All right, so I have a feeling like the first thing we're probably going to do is we're probably going to have to cap these bases over here, but I am going to check and see what you did first. So I'll kind of speed. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I think we went a little. Hold up. I think we went a little too far. Let me kind of look at this first, so like I can get an idea of what's going on, where I should go. Yeah, because loads you up there. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, so... Oh, wait, was this a turn? Okay, hold on. Okay, no, this was day 2. Okay. Yeah, did we not move the submarine? Okay, well... Okay, let's see what we do with the submarines. Okay. Oh, we probably should have moved the ships. But can we actually fire on it? No, we can't. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's quite unfortunate that I feel like I didn't think about moving the submarines. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up on one little thing. Yeah, but I think we're probably gonna have to... Okay, well... Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with that here. Okay, so you actually... Okay, I was gonna say, where did you fire the ship? And I was like, eh. Here, let's just try and move it right up here and see what we can do. Because that's kind of like my plan here. Okay. So, why don't we... Okay, so yeah, obviously that's... Okay. Okay, yeah, so they cap... Okay, so that's obviously capped. So we'll cap it here. Yeah, if I'm not paying attention to chat, I apologize here. Just trying to see what we can figure out and what to do here. Okay, so we'll set, okay. So we'll send you here. So yeah, so the boat's not actually there yet. So that's fine. Yo, what's up, Leaks? How you doing? Sorry, I was, I'm trying to, like, look at this walkthrough here. That's gonna help me a little bit. Yo, and, Tess, thank you for the hydrate also, even though you can't really see me doing it. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at these late. Yeah, sorry, if I don't reply right away, I'm just trying to see what the, plan of attack is. Yeah, because, yeah, if I'm kind of staying quiet a little bit, that's probably why. Okay. So, why don't we... Yeah, so I have a feeling we're probably... Yeah, we're going to have to move you over here. Yeah, so we'll drop you here. And then, yeah, I have a feeling... Yeah, we're probably going to have to... Okay. Yeah, that was probably, like, the way to do it. Okay, so we'll move you up here, even though that was a weird way to drop you, but that's okay. Okay, so I feel like this is actually pretty good considering, you know, I think we kind of messed up a little bit. Okay. Okay, well, as long as we, okay, so as long as, I think we can... Yeah, there we go. And then, where was the other, you know, rockets at? Where did the rockets go? Where did the rockets go? Okay, so I feel, yeah, so the rockets should actually be in this position here. Okay, so I feel like we're fine. Yo, and Lucy, hello, how are you doing? How far am I into this game? I'm on mission 15 as of this moment in time. So now we kind of have a better idea of what we're dealing with here. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the cruisers, though. Yeah, I am a little bit worried, but... Yeah, because we pretty much moved everybody. Yeah, nearly Friday. Alright, so he's gonna cap that. Okay, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. You're looking good for Friday for SmackDown tomorrow? Hell yeah. Okay, so at least we got a little bit of, somewhat of an advantage. Somewhat. Okay, so we lost the submarine, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna actually use our, power up here. Okay, so let me see, let me see what this turn looks like here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, day 3. We'll kind of get, like, close as we can. Okay. Up, and of course, yep. Gotta love the ad breaks, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Alright, so let's see who you start. Okay. So I feel like the basic thing would do is actually cap this over here. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Today was 75. Yeah, all of a sudden it was like cold in my, it was cold in my house today for whatever reason. I don't know why it was, but all of a sudden it just became really, really cold. I mean, it's 62 here, but I feel like it was like really cold all of a sudden, and I don't know why. So, yeah, it was quite unfortunate. Well, not really unfortunate. I didn't mind it, but it was kind of... I had to turn my heater on. So, obviously, there is a, a thing that I had to take care of. Okay. So, yeah. So, now we can actually buy some rockets here. So, we'll buy the rockets here because that's where what we actually need to do. Okay, so, yeah, as long as we cap, that's all that matters. Okay, I think we can also get rid of this tank here in the meantime. Alright, so, and then we can finish it off with this tank over here. Because that would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, I kind of have to thin the herd out a little bit. Okay, so at least for that, that's good. Yeah, so, okay, so let me kind of look here and see. Okay, so we don't really need to move anything. Okay. So, okay, so obviously, okay, so we move the tank, the little tank we can move over. Okay. Actually, wait, hold on, let's put you over here. Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, you moved over here. All right, let me catch up here with comments here. We switched weather already. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're obviously not wrong. It's, Mother Nature has just one of those tricks up her sleeve. Okay, so let me, because I think he moved, okay, so the boat moved you up here. Or one of these boats. Let me see which boat that was, and I feel like it was, yeah, it was the one on the bottom. So, yeah, let me kind of make sure and remember where I'm putting this at here. Okay. So it'll be like right up here. Okay. Yeah, so... Ooh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's actually probably the way to do that. Yeah. But then he had a trap over here, which is unfortunate. Probably should have moved you around. Why, I don't know. We probably should have, though. Alright, so we're definitely damaging you. Yeah, definitely have to damage you. And then we are going to fire on you. Get some more damage in. There we go. At least get you out of there. Gotta get you out of there. Okay, let me see what else happens here. Because we may not follow this all the way, but we'll try to get it to as close as we can. Okay, so yeah, so we can move you on over here. Yeah, so that way we can get everybody else going. And do you end the turn here? Oh, we actually could have dropped you over here. Okay, well that's okay. We'll drop him next turn. It's fine. It's fine. We'll drop him next turn. Okay, so that way we can kind of have an idea of what's going on here. Okay, let me catch up with chat here. Okay, so you guys lurking away. I appreciate it. Like I said, I apologize. I'm not like paying attention to chat as much, but yeah, I'm gonna try the best I can. Okay, there we go. And then I think you ended turn here. Okay, so yeah, so we'll drop you guys over when we get the chance. Yeah, day number 4. Okay, so Tsunami's gonna do 1 damage to us. I think we kind of put you into range, though. Yeah, you kind of put yourself in range. Bam! Oh, well, not that much, but that's okay. Jeff the Shark believes in us. Yes, hello, gas canister. How are you? Okay, so all we can do is just fire on you. Yeah, at least weaken you. Yeah, because you're kind of exposing yourself a little bit. Okay, so we'll kind of push up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll cap you over here. Because we have more than enough to cap. And yeah, then we'll cap you here. Okay, let me see if there's anything else we have to do other than that. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, tough old sea dog, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, he be a tough old sea dog. Okay. So we can kind of... Okay, so I can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, let's kind of heal you. And then we'll drop you guys over here. Okay, so unfortunately we can't fire. But that's fine. Yeah, so you'll be occupied, like, somewhere in the vicinity here. Let me see if there's anything else that happens this turn before I do anything. Yeah, because I feel like we've pretty much done all we can do. Yeah, we definitely need to cap that. That's right there also. So we're kind of a little bit struggling here. You live stream yourself taking a shower. Well, I was gonna say, you don't want to get canceled for that. Yeah, I'm not responsible for you getting canceled, so... yeah, don't, be careful with that. Alright, let's see what else do we have to do here. Okay, so that's why we kind of... Okay, does this actually move over here? Yeah, do you move the, Okay, so you do move that. Okay. Okay, so obviously... Okay, so we probably do need to, like, kind of move a couple things over. But I feel like there's really nobody in the vicinity, though. Okay, so let me see what else he does. Yeah, so kind of move... Okay, so we do have to, like, move you down at some point. Yeah, see, even Lucy likes it. Even Lucy likes it. I mean, I don't blame her, to be honest. Blowing them bubbles out. That's what you gotta do, is blow the bubbles out when you have to. Okay, yeah, so we can kind of keep you moving. So we'll kind of push you down. Yeah, okay, so then you move, okay. And then you, like, move, this over here, like, right in the middle. Okay. So we kind of have a nice little barrier somewhat set up, which is kind of nice. Jeff is so lovable. Jeff is basically a dog. I think everybody knows that. He's basically like a little shark dog. I think you are okay with this turn. Let me check one more time. Okay, well, I think you... Okay, so, oh, yeah, the recon. Yeah, actually, that's a good call with the recon. Good call. We'll buy one of these. And I think that actually should be it for this turn. Let me take a look here. Okay, so kind of trap... Okay, so we'll kind of... Okay. So we just move... Yeah, so we'll move around you. And then we're going to push you up here. Okay, so at least we kind of have a good idea of what's going on. At least for the time being. Yeah, so they're going to try to cap this over here. Okay, so they're going to attack my submarine. But that's fine. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna... Okay, so you're falling back. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I might as well try to, yeah, just eliminate you. Yeah, at least get rid of you. Okay, and then... Okay, so we're probably not gonna have enough to move you over, but we do have enough for you. So we'll put you over. Okay, so we got a couple options. Yeah, I kind of want to... I want to fire on you guys. Okay, so we're eliminating a lot of troops here, so that's actually good. Yeah, this is actually amazing. Yeah, so I kind of want to eliminate some people here. So that way we can actually get them going. Okay, so unfortunately, yeah, we can't move the tank. We can move them back a little bit. Yeah, recon. I feel like this is actually a very solid turn here. Yeah, we'll spawn more infantry so that way we can at least get something going. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to push you back just a little bit, and then we're probably gonna have to bring you over here. Yeah, so that way at least hopefully like one of our submarines don't go down. Okay, let me see what else he did with these turns here. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so let me kind of check this out. Yeah, because we got to bring, like, everybody up and going. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, because I feel like we're probably going to have to, like, kind of do something similar, but not, like, a whole lot similar. Yeah, we kind of have to push the boats around a little bit. That's probably what we got to do. Yeah, so you damage. Okay, so all that stuff is over here, which is actually fine. Yeah, let me, I feel like we're actually doing okay here with this turn. We just have to kind of push everything here. Okay, so yeah, obviously there's like a boat that's... Okay, so I feel like I know what we got to do. Yeah, just have the infantry capture up here. And then we can push you along. And then we can actually go up here so that way you guys... Yeah, so you guys can capture, you know, whatever else is up here. I feel like we may not be able to need this walkthrough here, but I feel like it's just kind of, you know... At a certain point in time, you know, sometimes it's okay to look. Okay, so we'll kind of vibe a little bit here. Okay, so unfortunate that that went down. Okay, submarine. Okay, unfortunately that's going down. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't too bad considering, but it's also raining now. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, powering up in the rain will kind of help. Yeah, cap you guys over here. So that way we have an idea of what's going on. Yeah, the smart thing to do is probably would be to fire on this here. Okay, so we can't fire on you, unfortunately, but... Yeah, we'll, bring the pain here. Okay, so we can't move the tanks, but let me see. Okay, so that could actually take that out immediately. So we should probably, yeah, we should probably do that. so we can't move you, but we can move you here. Yeah, and then we'll spawn in some stuff here. I think we can maybe finish you. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we can fire on you. As long as we have the rockets out, I think we should be fine. Okay, anti-air. Do we want to spawn in more rockets, though? I feel like that wouldn't be a bad thing, so we'll kind of spawn you, and then we'll... Yeah, then we'll spawn in, Yeah, we can go artillery, what the heck. Okay, so we can kind of block this with the boats over here. Okay, maybe we kind of put ourselves in range there, but that's fine. Yo, and Death, hello, how are you doing? Okay, so as long as we cap stuff, I feel like we're okay. Might have to kind of... Can we fall back from this? Okay, maybe we can. Okay, so... Okay, I feel like, yeah, so these... Unfortunately, I think these guys are going down. Okay, so as long as we can kind of keep the rockets out and active, I feel like we should be okay. Might have to kind of fall back here just a little bit. Yeah, we kind of need to keep our individuals safe. I feel like we're going to have to destroy some enemies here. Like this, for example. Okay, so now we have an option to do. Yeah, we got plenty of options to choose from. Who do we like? Because I feel like Tsunami is definitely coming up here soon. Okay, you know what? Let's get the water, battalion out of here. Okay, so we're not in range for that, unfortunately. But we can cap these up here. At least have something. I think we can kind of help you guys over here. Okay, at least kind of do a little bit of recon. Yeah, we gotta actually heal you guys here. Yeah, and then also injure you. Okay. At least we can kind of get something going. Kind of get at least something going. Okay, so he's gonna do damage to one here. So it's not a whole lot, but it's still enough to, like, kind of do damage. Yeah, unfortunately, the tanks are going to go down. As long as we can cap, I feel like that's all that matters. Okay. Yeah, plus we can only do so much over here. At least injure him a little bit. Yeah, we gotta get at least the, yeah, get at least, some damage off of you. Because that's all we can do, really. Yeah, take damage and then, yeah, we're gonna have to, okay, so we'll fix you up. Yeah, we'll fix you. Yeah, and then we'll kind of go in, yeah, we'll, go in range. Spawn another tank, and then we'll go from there. I think we should be able to, okay. Yeah, we should be able to spawn, like, something else in here. Yeah, because we gotta make our way down. Yeah, well, I feel like the ship's gonna go down, but that's fine. As long as we injure you, then that's fine. At least get some, credit for that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's all we can do. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate we can't fire back. Otherwise, that would have been, like, a huge help. So, yeah, so you're going down, unfortunately. Okay, actually, you do have one more turn. Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately those tanks are going bye-bye. As long as we can kind of stay in this range. Okay, so we can kind of fall back a little bit. Yeah, so that's an automatic capture. Okay, at least get them damaged up. Yeah, we'll kind of have to fall back just a teensy bit. Okay, then we can kind of move you on over. Get you guys healed up. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna probably have to move the boats up here at some point. So at least we kind of know what we're going up against. Kind of use them as bait a little bit. Okay, can we move you up here? I don't think we can. Yeah, let's kind of hold off on this for the time being. Yes, we can't fire on you. Okay, so obviously can't fire here, can't do anything there. Yeah, we'll just kind of call it here and then see what happens next turn. Okay, so it's snowing now. Okay, so yeah, so the ship's going down. I wonder if I would have done anything differently that will kind of help out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, because we kind of need to push forward a little bit. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with down below. Yeah, so we'll just kind of keep this going. Okay, so we can... Okay, so now we got better options to fire on here. Okay, so what am I choosing? Okay, so I'm choosing this, so... yeah, let's fire on you guys. At least get you guys out of the way. Yeah, so we can kill you guys immediately. But I also want to damage you guys. Yeah, let's damage you guys. So that way we can kind of make them retreat a little bit. The butt Moxley took. Yeah, that was one of the grossest things I've ever seen in a long time. Yeah, that was probably one of the grossest things. Was honestly insane. Like, I don't know how you could be like... I would not do that even for money. Like, that's... No, that's not happening. Yeah, kind of move the tank up a little bit. Yeah, having a recon is actually perfect for this. Okay, so we'll kind of end it here. Okay, so... obviously, the boat was going down. Okay. Alright, so we can definitely fire on you with them. As long as we can weaken them, then that's all that matters. Okay, so we do have options to play with who we can fire on. Yeah, we gotta fire on you guys. Alright, but before we do anything, we do have a ad break coming up here. I might be a little premature on this, but I will take the said ad break, and I will be right back here in about a minute or so. So, everybody hang tight. Alrighty, gang, welcome on back. Hopefully everybody got what they needed. And I took some tea for, I didn't refill it, but I just realized I forgot that was there, so I was like, you know what, I'll drink some of it. But, Gas, are you really an ass man, though? Let's be real. Are you, though? I don't know. I don't know. There's some people that might be begging to differ. Not me, but some other people. All right, let's see if we can actually complete this here, because this is getting a little on the crazy side. But I think we can do it, though. I think we can 100% do this here. This ad break is sponsored by TMZ. Sponsored by artillery blowing up their military people. I feel like if we can keep everybody up over here, I feel like we should be okay. Probably need to take out the rockets, though. I feel like the rockets might be the problem. Yeah, let's get rid of the... Yeah, because the infantry is going to be the ones that are capping all the bases and such here, so we might as well. Yeah, I want to push you over. So that way we can actually buy some more stuff. Another tank. And we will do another recon. Because why not? Okay, so unfortunately I don't think we can fire, but... yeah, we can kind of push you over here. Look at that. Boom. Now we got more stuff. Look at that. Because of that, we can fire on these guys. Yeah, let's push you. Let's push you over here just in case. So the tank will be on guard over here. I think that's okay for the turn, at least for the time being. Yeah, their infantry might be weak, but yeah, let's not underestimate them here. Okay, so they combined. Yeah, they're gonna fire on the tank. Yeah, so that's gonna be kind of a waste. Not for them, though. Yes, we're gonna have to, might have to, I was gonna say, maybe block the path, but... I don't know how we're gonna pull that off here. Okay, so we can fire on you, but I'm gonna have you fire instead. It's because we got all these rockets here. We gotta, like, at least make an attempt to cap before they do. Okay. Can we go on here? No, we cannot. A little unfortunate. Might have to move you up here just in case. Maybe we can push you over here. Do we have enough to, yeah, we definitely do. So we'll spawn in more up here, and then we can kind of fire on them if we have to. Alright, not bad. We can kind of push up a little bit. Fortunately, we probably should have, okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, this will weaken them a little bit. At least kind of weaken them. Not only weaken them, but kill them. Yeah, let's kind of move you, yeah, let's move you up here. Yeah, so at least we can fire on these tanks. All we gotta do is just weaken them. Yeah, so we have like 6 or 5 of these out here. Yeah, because the other rockets I'm kind of worried about. Yeah, because I'm worried about these over here, but yeah, let me kind of push you up here. So that way we can get an insight on where you're going. And then I think we can call it a turn over here, at least for now. It's just all this chaos that's over here. I mean, we could spawn in another recon if we have to. Yeah, I feel like they're... Yeah, I mean, we can always spawn in another one. But at what the cost? Okay. Yeah, so you're making the move all the way up here. Okay, so unfortunately we can't fire on you guys here. Yeah, let's kind of hold off on you. I want to move you over here. Yeah, move you guys over here. Spawn in another recon. Yeah, so that's kind of it, though, at least for that. So I don't think we... Okay, let me see if we can spawn you over... Okay, so I feel like that might have been it. So I feel like that was actually the play to do. Yeah, so I feel like we can't really do a whole lot here. That artillery being there is going to be kind of a pain to deal with, but yeah, we're probably just going to have to hold on and see what we can do. Yeah, I feel like taking out that ship would have been like the best way to do it. Might have to move these back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, at least fire on you. I don't know if it's gonna help, though, but I'll try the best I can. Yeah, I might have to kind of bring you out. Might have to kind of swap places here. But also, it'd be kind of risky, too. Do I want to join up with you? Probably not yet. Probably not yet. Let me look. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, let me see what we can do with you. Okay, so we can fire on this boat. So firing on the boat probably was the only thing we had to do. Yeah, get more recons in. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. As long as we can fire on them. Okay, so then we can try to load you onto the boats here. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, we'll see if we can try to swap places here. Yeah, because I want to swap places. Actually, no, let's kind of have you stay over here just in case. Yeah, we'll just have you guys stay here for the time being. Okay, as long as you don't have your ability, I feel like you should... Oh, nope, never mind. Yes, you do. You didn't realize it was 3/16 day when you were away? I mean, obviously, obviously, you missed out on a lot. Okay. Is there a way we can fire on you guys from where we were? Well, no, we're not. Yeah, we're gonna have to, at least do a little bit of damage here. Yeah, I gotta get you guys out of here. Miss Tribal Chief. Okay, so we can't really fire on you yet. But yeah, but we can fire on you with this. They have a lot more stuff where that came from. Yeah, because I want to get everybody in the line of fire right away. Yeah, let's kind of put you up here. So then we got you up here. Yeah, because we can't really still drop you anywhere yet. Yeah, all these enemies here. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so at least we know, yeah, there's a tank right up here. But yeah, that tank's gonna pretty much kill us here. so I don't know why you put the boat up there, but not gonna question it one bit. Okay, so it is raining, so kind of speed up the movement a little bit. Okay, so we can't fire on the boat, unfortunately. But we can technically with you, so... Yeah, that was pretty crazy, honestly. We were just talking about that earlier. Alright, let's see if we can... Okay, so we can fire on you. Get rid of this tank over here. Or at least somewhat. Yeah, because there's a lot more down there than meets the eye. Probably why. That's why we moved it over here. Just in case. Yeah, we'll kind of move it here. Should be able to buy, yeah, because I don't want to buy all of it on rockets here. Yeah, we need more recons. Okay, not too bad. Weaken you a little bit. So all of this really is just like a patience game here at this rate. You know, thinking with the hydrate, even though you can't really see it. Drinking on the tea. Okay, so as long as there's like no infantry up there, I feel like that shouldn't be a big deal. Just need to get everybody else up here. Kind of wish I could fire on you from there, but unfortunately I can't. Yeah, the rockets are going to be kind of the, they're going to be kind of like the bane of my existence here. Try to push up a little bit. Rain's coming down fast. A little too fast, if you ask me. Yeah, just a teensy bit too fast. Okay, only 3% damage. Okay, well at least you'll do more. Yeah, we gotta get you guys out of here. At least weaken you a little bit. Yeah, I gotta get all of his little troopers out of here. Gotta get everybody out of here. So we can kind of clear the room a little bit. No, that's okay. Actually, no, that's not okay. But it kind of is, though, so I can push you up here. Yeah, we're gonna need all the recon stuff that we can find. Yeah, see, the rockets over here are gonna mess me up, because we need to get to them before anything else. So we can kind of push you over here. Probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna try anyways. Yeah, we need another tank. We need something to kind of like get over here and try to, you know, take care of their antis, their rockets. Yeah, we can kind of like push you over here if we have to. Okay, we'll just keep it as is here for now. Okay, so that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, recon. I can't really keep sending in the recons, you know, to the slaughter here. Because that would not be cool. Yeah, because that would not be promising here. I feel like this is like kind of all we can do. Unlimited supplies and whatnot. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Kind of glad you were right over here still. So we can just fire on you instead. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have enough to fire over here once more. Yeah, we gotta bring you guys up. That ship's gonna fire. That's gonna fire here. Yeah, let's see if we can kind of, yeah, let's push you up. Or push you back. Push you over here. Get another recon. Move this tank up. I feel like that's kind of it, considering. Yeah, because we can't move you in there unless, yeah, we gotta have to kind of stall out here. Okay, recons. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be like an endless phase of everything. I mean, we can fire on you over here. Yeah, we can fire on you. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it'll kind of help us out here in the long run. Can we actually fire on you guys? No, we cannot. Okay. Yeah, so let's kind of... Yeah, let's do this over here. Kind of stupid, but you know what? We have to do what we have to do. At least get rid of them. Okay, unfortunately, we cannot fire. We'll push you up here so that way we can get some room. Alright, can we actually fire with you, though, up here? No, we cannot. Yeah, get like, at least some artillery up in here. And another recon. Just because. Yeah, let's bring you up here. I feel like the artillery in this one will actually do okay up here. Yeah, I feel like the more of these we can bring over here, the better. Yeah, because you're kind of falling back a little bit. Yeah, let's bring you back here. Yeah, supply everybody with everything. And I feel like we'll just, hold on, let me see. Nope, can't do anything with you. Can't do nothing with you, unfortunately. Okay, so fired on me, and that's it then. Now we can't see anything, which is a little unfortunate. But we can do this, though. Yeah, sure. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So we can kind of push you guys over. Can we push you over? I don't think we can. Okay, we're slowly but surely creeping up. And then we can bring you over. Let's see what happens here. You're not Matt, man. Just kidding. Also, hello, Muhammad. How you doing? Yeah, bring this over. Bring you over. Bring you up to heal. Yeah, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. We're almost to Friday. We're almost making it to Friday. Hell yeah, we love to see it. We love to see that. That you're doing well. Spawn another APC. Okay, so we gotta... Okay, so... At least we're kind of pushing them a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. We are going to need infantry. That's why I spawned in an APC, and then maybe we can get some infantry over. Alright, we'll end for now. Okay, so he's almost to his ability. Okay, so you're just kind of... Okay. Okay, so this one is probably gonna go down.
You can't win.
You can't win. Hello, jabroni. Thank you for the 9 bits. So we can kind of free up some stuff. Yeah, let's see if we can kind of actually get some breathing room here. Clumsy lost the big... See, this is why I don't do those anymore. Because, you know, like, one wrong move in the first round and all of a sudden, you're done. I knew that was on today, but I was kind of busy with some stuff, so I couldn't really, like, do a whole lot. I probably should, like, you know, kind of keep the volume low a little bit. Okay, so you're running low on rockets. 90% of the brackets are busted right now, because, yeah, that's why they are. Yeah, we got to, yeah, let's fire on you guys. Gotta get rid of everybody as quickly as possible. And then we'll move you up here. Okay, so we can okay, so we can either... Yeah, I feel like doing damage... Yeah, I mean, we have to probably get rid of you. If anything, we'll just send this tank out. Anybody else we can fire on? We can, actually. Let's fire on the boat. Because I don't trust the lander. I don't trust the lander. Yeah, we'll bring you back over here. It's probably gonna take 1 damage each. Because that whole tsunami BS. As long as we can kind of send in recons here, I feel like we should be okay. Here, let's move you up here just in case. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much... Yeah, let me kind of... Yeah, actually, let me have you stay up here. Yeah, so I'll have you stay up here. Because I know that tsunami's coming. Tsunami! Thanks, Wade Barrett. I would say, aren't they gonna, like, run out of, like, you know, supplies on the ships? I feel like sooner or later, they gotta have to at some point. Okay. So yeah, you're really bringing this up here. Yeah, we might as well fire on this one. So at least we can weaken it. Yeah, gotta at least weaken it here. Okay, so that's not gonna do anything. Okay, that'll do at least something. Might have to spawn in more, though. So at least they can kind of help out a little bit. Yeah, look at all this green we gotta take care of. I was gonna actually move you over here, but that's okay. Yeah, at least we can fire on you. Fire in the hole! Friggin' Markiplier and his, whatchamacallit. Yeah, his, what was that thing he did? It was a heist with Markiplier. Fire in the hole! That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Yeah, so we'll push you up. Yeah, we'll push you back up here, and we're going to load you in. And then we're gonna, yeah, get everybody the supplies that they need. Actually, is there a way we can fire with you? No, we cannot. Yeah, we'll keep you guys back here. Yeah, keep you over here. Put you here. But yeah, we'll just supply everybody. Another recon, and yeah, another recon. Yeah, okay, so we're kind of getting a little bit closer. Not a whole lot closer, but a little bit. Yeah, we'll just kind of move them up here. Okay, well, do your worst, Day 23. Yeah, that's still gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, by a lot meaning KOing me. Okay, so... yeah, so unfortunately... okay, so we'll have to... so that's why we spawned in more recons. Okay, so you're still kind of moving in place there. Okay, so yeah, you're running low on supplies. Still gonna hurt a little. That's fine. Yeah, you basically like moved everywhere. Okay. Might as well. Yeah, I gotta get that double time in. Armed and Monica again. That's funny, actually. No, Hillary, go away. That is funny. Okay, so we should probably move you here. Yeah, at least hit you. Yeah, we need to hit you. So we can kind of weaken you a little bit. Yeah, just keep weakening them little by little. See if we can kind of... okay, so fortunately we cannot, but that's fine. We can just push you over here. Yeah, we should... oh, I was gonna say we should be able to fire on you, but yeah, you're kind of weak anyways. But I shouldn't really say that though, because there could be somebody aboard that. There could be somebody aboard that ship. Yeah, so this one... Okay. Might have to do a combined effort, but we're probably gonna have to move some stuff around. Yeah, we'll keep you up here. Yeah, we'll spawn another tank too, just in case. Yeah, fine. We'll end it here. Okay, so ship. Yeah, obviously they took out the recon. Wasting everything on the recons. Okay, so... Okay, so obviously we can't fire anything with you. So we're gonna have you fall back over here. Yeah, sure. Shoot! Yeah, I mean, they gotta obviously be running out of people sooner or later, right? Yeah, I feel like the real threat's probably you. Gotta at least get you in there. Yeah, can we fire? I mean, we probably could, but... Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to maybe kind of bait some people out. Yeah, I gotta get you out of there. Okay. I was actually gonna see if I could drop people, but obviously not. Okay, so we can't fire, unfortunately. But with you, we can. Actually, let's take care of you, because you're the one blocking all the rockets here. You're blocking my rockets. Stop it. Yeah, we'll, okay, so we can't really do much there. We'll move this tank up. And we can't really do a whole lot here. How goes the war? It's very long right now. It's very, very long. We're making slowly but surely with the progress, but at the same time, it's, we're still trying to, kind of battle our way down through over here. But yeah, we might have to unload the troops here. We probably should have unloaded the troops, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do. You can only have one choice to attack here. Okay, so... Ow. Ow. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so now they got like a bunch of stuff up here. Might have to kind of... Well, I wouldn't say fall back, but... Yeah, big tank might have to go bye-bye. At least try to do that. Yeah, 10, 12%. Because obviously they're loaded in. Okay, so I think we can, yeah, so we can definitely fire on you guys. It's not going to be a whole lot, but at least we can weaken them. %, but you know what? We're gonna do it anyways. At least we can kind of weaken them. I got a web, and I got a web, and I got a web. Okay, let's... Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me see what we can do here. 57, 42. Yeah, we'll fire on this. We're probably gonna have to, like, use all of these here. Fire as much as we can. Okay, maximum bill. Okay, APC, we'll move you over here. Probably could get, like, yeah, we probably could use some more rockets here. Yeah, let's fire on this take. Okay, so we can't fire because all this cluster is over here. So yeah, we can't fire over here. Yeah, so at least we can try to weaken you. Yeah, let's just put you in all this chaos here. Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, we're gonna probably have to do all this here. Can't move any of these, unfortunately, but... Yeah, if anything, we can just kind of... We have a little bit of a wall, also. But it's probably going to get taken out here. Yeah, these guys... Ow. Okay, but unfortunately, we're probably going to have to, we'll build another wall here. Yeah, so we'll, eliminate you. So that way you can't, do anything. I'm ready to put on a show with Monica. Shut up, Bill. Oh, can we not fire on you? I guess we can't. I guess we can't. Okay, well, at least that's there, so that way we know. It was all part of the plan. It's gonna be kind of risky, but we're gonna do it anyways. I was actually gonna try to swap you guys around, but that's okay. Yeah, I feel like this is... I mean, we could still fire... Yeah, we could definitely fire on you guys. I kind of wish we didn't have to move you, but that's okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the supplies. Yeah, let's get rid of your, this over So that way we can kind of have some little bit of breathing room. Yeah, we gotta KO everybody in the vicinity here. Okay, so they're running low. I am Bill. Yes, we know who you are. We know exactly who you are. Okay, I feel like... Okay, so we can't really fire, but that's fine. Okay, so at least we're kind of thinning a little bit of the herd. Okay, Tsunami, that's gonna do... Okay, so unfortunately that took that out. So we're literally just kind of exchanging a little bit. Okay. So we kind of have a little bit more. I love the bill haunts you. Yeah, but we're still gonna need more infantry here. Lead them to Bill Shoe. Yeah, I gotta injure these guys a little bit. Little by little. Probably should move you guys up here. I feel like moving you guys would probably be like the best thing to, you know, obviously do. Your Monicas are mine! I feel like that would be even better yet. Yeah, we definitely have to push you up here. And we're probably gonna have to force you back a little bit, but that's okay. Bill Stampede. Yeah, spawning you. Yeah, so that's why we have you there, just in case. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, so there, yeah, you're pretty much wasting everything. Wasting everything here. Wow, wow, wow. Wasn't quite there. Wasn't quite there. But we'll take care of it, at least with you. At least we can kind of weaken you guys just a little bit further. Yeah, so you can just kind of chill. Oh! Well, apparently... you decided to be up here all of a sudden. Okay, well, we can fire on you. We gotta bring the, yeah, Yeah, we got to bring the little supply APCs down here, too. Yeah, so we got to be in a little bit of a hurry. Yeah, so we can't fire with you. Bring you up here. Spawn in you. Yeah, we'll bring you here. Up here. And then we'll get like another APC or something when we have to. Okay. Yeah, because we gotta load you guys. Well, I mean, we don't really have to, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, so now it's snowing. It'd be snowing a little bit. Okay, so we can kind of see. Somewhat. Yeah, let's fire on you. So that way we can weaken you. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Get rid of them missiles. But we have an ad break coming up before we get rid of more things. Yeah, this mission is pretty stressful overall. It honestly is. But I'll be right back here in about a minute, so hang tight, guys. All right, welcome back. Let's see if we can actually get through this here, because I know this is actually taking a hot minute, but you know what? I believe in us. We can do this. As long as we can get rid of some stuff that's in our way, and hopefully they don't, you know, cap over here. I think we should be okay. Sure. Because why not? Let me see. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to. Fortunately, I don't think we can pack them in just yet. Okay, so we'll probably have to buy a couple more APCs here. Yeah, so we can just kind of move over here. No firing? I guess we're not gonna fire. Okay. Fine then. I guess we won't fire. Yeah, let's just move you over here. And then we just fire on you. So at least we can weaken you a little bit. Okay, so obviously can't move you. Do we want to move you over here? No, we don't. Yeah, because I want to keep you over here. Let me kind of hold off on that. What's up, Bloody? How you doing? Okay, so now we got the tank to worry about. Okay, so we can just kind of speed this up. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you're going down, you're going down. Okay. Okay, at least we can take care of you. Yeah, we're gonna need more rockets here, but as long as we can handle you. Yeah, so let's load you guys up here. So that way we can block you with any incoming fire. Alright, so we're gonna load you guys in. Push you down. Yeah, but let's kind of hit him with the supplies for now. I thought you and Bloody were the tag team, Gas. Just asking. And I'm just making sure. My memory serves me correctly. Okay, yeah, let's load you in over here. Yeah, we'll keep providing supplies when we have to. So, can't fire on you. No, you're tag team with Bloody. 100% you are. Guys would be the tag team champions of the world. Okay, so we can kind of at least keep guard on this for a little bit. I want to push these up here. Yeah, can we spawn in more? Yeah, we should be able to. Okay, I think we're fine on this turn. Okay. Okay, so now they're really trying to block me from getting through. I'll at least try to cap here. Maybe we might be able to make some room. Yeah, that's not gonna do. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Maybe we can kind of free some room. Your maker math teacher as a wrestler made him short and fat, a lot of blush. Well, hey, he was probably a beast in the game. There'll be nothing wrong with that either. Okay, so that would... Okay, so I feel like... Yeah, we probably got to fire on the tank. Alright, then we're gonna fire on you. Probably not gonna do a whole lot there, but that's fine. So we'll fire on you. Kicked Andre the Giant's ass in the big show. Well, obviously he was getting put over, so sometimes they need all the love too. Yeah, so I don't think we can drop them, unfortunately. Okay. Don't attack me. Aw, no, they're all attacking me. What jerks. What a bunch of jerks. Yeah, we gotta, actually, wait, let's use you. Yeah, we gotta use you to attack you. And then that way we can kind of help out. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Not fine, but it is fine. Yeah, let me kind of hold off on this for the time being. Okay. I mean, we can... Yeah, I feel like at this rate, we'll probably just have to fire out this tank, so that way we can weaken you. Yeah, because we're not capping it with these guys. Okay. Okay, day 34. Yeah, but unfortunately we can't see them. Yeah, all we can do is this. Okay, well that's fine. I wanted to see where they were at here. So that way we can fire on these guys. Or at least one of them. There we go. Get at least something going. Alright, we're gonna fall back with you. And then we can have you wait over here. Okay, tsunami, that's why I kind of fell back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of fall back just a tad. Yeah, I kind of have to here. Okay, so that did this almost the same amount, but that's fine. Probably should have attacked with them first, but that's okay. As long as we get to move you guys up, that's all that matters. Yeah, let me kind of hit them with the supplies here. Actually, wait, hang on. Yeah, let's kind of push you up a little bit. And then we're going to spawn some more rockets, so that way we can kind of move them in a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, then we can kind of, yeah, because I actually want, I was going to actually move you over here, but I'm going to move you back. Move you back just a little bit. All right, end turn, see what happens. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely fire on you guys. As long as they're the guinea pigs right now, that's all that matters. Yeah, and then we'll move the tank up here. Yeah, let me kind of... Yeah, let me move you down here. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me move you here. And I can move you up here. Yeah, let me wait you out, and we're gonna move you here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, so that way you can actually... Yeah, so this will kind of have to stand by a little bit. Actually, can we fire on you guys? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. Get some chip damage in on you. Yeah, so you get a little chip damage in. Okay, so yeah, so now they're gonna have more, obviously. Okay, so obviously they're gonna have more where they came from, obviously. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. Yeah, way more than we bargained for, unfortunately. Yeah, so we're gonna load that. Well, that's okay. As long as we get to injure you guys, that's all that matters. Yeah, probably should bring like one of the recons down here. Unfortunately, we can't fire with you. Okay, so we'll just end there. Yeah, all of this is just basically a race here. Yeah, so let's kind of reveal you guys a little bit. Okay, so we do have options to play with here. Yeah, let's fire on you guys. Yeah, get rid of you. Yeah, big tank, go bye-bye. Big tank, go bye-bye. Nice little U-turn it did there. Okay, and I feel like... Yeah, let me buy some more stuff here. Yeah, because we don't have, like, enough of those out there. Yeah, they gotta be like... Oh, I feel like I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. Yeah, they're buying more stuff. Yeah, you're buying a lot of stuff more than you realize. Yeah, because you can go down Actually, wait, hold on. Let me fire on you. So yeah, we can get rid of you. Yeah, get rid of you. Yeah, that explains all the, like, the hidden stuff going on. And then, yeah, we'll fire on you. Yeah, they have to be running out of stuff here, right? Obviously not because of all this going on, but... yeah, I don't think we'll be able to push in there. Yeah, so let's kind of hold off with you. We're gonna retreat with you. And then we'll go up here with you. And that way, maybe we can get some recovery in here. Okay, keep it moving. Okay, so yeah, you're down. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna heal you. Yeah, so we're gonna wait on you. Yeah, so it's kind of at a point where we're gonna have to, like, kind of push in here. Okay. And I think we're gonna have to fire on... yeah, we're kind of one space off, but that's okay. Yeah, can we kind of push up? Yeah, we can. So who else are you gonna fire on? Yeah, we gotta cap this over here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's gonna be like a never-ending war over here. It's a never, ever ending. Can't be spending on a whole lot of these here. Maybe kind of use you as bait, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so kind of fire... yeah, fire on you. Yeah, at least get rid of you. So that way we can maybe kind of get a little bit of a push here. We kind of have a little bit of a plan, but not a whole, not much, but a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can try to do here, trying to get rid of these guys. Yeah, let's not join up here. I kind of want to fall back with you. Maybe I can kind of push up with you. Yeah, and then we'll kind of fall back with you just in case. Okay, then we'll end. Okay, so they're, pushing in a lot here. Okay, let's see if we can fire. Okay, so we can fire with you. Yeah, so at least we can fire with you. So we probably could also do this here. Yeah, there we go. Now, can we fire with you? No, we can't. Which is a little unfortunate. So we can kind of use you guys as bait here. So yeah, so they're blocking this over here. Yeah, they be blocking all this. Okay, so we'll try to attempt a cap here. I don't know if it'll work out here, but I'm gonna try. Can we double time with this? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, load you up in here. Yeah, let's just keep bringing supplies here when we can. See if we can try to bring them up to the boat. Maybe we can kind of put them over here. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of all we can. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, I want to push you over here. At least we can kind of get a little bit of room here. Okay, I'll see what happens. Yeah, I literally used all their soldiers. They used all their soldiers, man. Let's just kind of put them in here. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, we got to get these others over here, too. Yeah, we got to get their defensive line down here. Get you guys. At least weaken you. Yeah, get rid of you guys. Yeah, get rid of you guys. Actually, let's... I was gonna actually try to move you over here, but I don't think there's room. Yeah, let's see if we can kind of load them onto the boat here next turn. Yeah, we'll kind of go for like a couple more minutes here. Yeah, because this is honestly crazy how long this mission's going. Oh, well, that's fine, as long as they're safe. So we can at least fire on you guys. Yeah, keep you guys up and active. I have a feeling you're probably going to get destroyed over here. Yeah, tsunami. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay. Getting all this stuff over here. Okay, load you in. Load you in. We're going to go all the way over. At least kind of help out a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to. At least with you. Yeah, artillery. Yeah, we gotta get rid of you. Yeah, sure, we'll fire on you. Yeah, I don't think we can load you in just yet. Want to see? Yeah, let me actually move you here, and then we can kind of yeah, spawn you here. Yeah, extra chip damage. Okay, so we'll bring you up here, supply you, and then we'll bring you up here, so we can kind of wait on you, and then we'll put you here. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Weakening everybody. Okay, so that's literally unfortunate. That's actually pretty unfortunate there. Okay, so obviously you're hiding the tank somewhere. Actually, wait, let me see if we can fire... Yeah, we probably should fire with you. Yeah, firing with you would actually make a whole lot more sense. Actually, no, let's... Yeah, we gotta cap. We gotta attempt to capture this here. Let's weaken you. Okay. Then rockets. Because why not? And then we are going to go to... Yeah, we'll do the mech here. Alright. Let's see if we can do this here. Okay. Possibly doable. Yeah, we're gonna have to... Yeah, let's get you, cap you. And there we go. Holy crap, we actually did it. That took way too long. A job well done. You've beaten me. You're a Green Earth CO? That I am. I wanted to find some answers here, but all I've netted are more questions. I'll be seeing you again, lad. You were so close. Yeah, we just had to cap that point. That was awful, because our rank is probably going to be pretty low, but that's okay. As long as we complete it, that's all that matters. That tsunami should be against the rules. Yeah, I don't care. As long as we beat it, that's all that matters. I don't care. Oh my god, that was nuts. Holy craminy, we actually won. Okay, so, yeah, so we're gonna save here. And then we are going to, yeah, we're gonna stop here because that was actually pretty stressful. And we're gonna find somebody to raid here. Yeah, because I know we went a little bit over the time limit, but that's okay. I just wanted to complete this game. Or at least this section. So we're moving on up here. Like the Jeffersons, we're moving on up. Okay, so let's find somebody to raid here. Let me get out the raid messages because I don't think G-Man. I think G-Man might have been busy today, so I will provide the raid messages for you guys. The first one's obviously for the subbies. The other one is obviously for the ones who are just following, who aren't subbed to the channel. And I think I have an idea of who we're going to raid here. Maybe. Let's raid. Let's see here. Who is a good individual? Let's drop in on Mai. We haven't raided him in a while. So we'll, he's playing some SpongeBob. I know we got some SpongeBob peeps in here. So I think he just went live too, so it's actually perfect. Yeah, he hasn't been live for like not even 15 minutes, so that's actually perfect. But anyways, so yeah, if you guys aren't in the Discord, jump on into the Discord. We love to hang out, have a good time, all that good stuff here. As the late Cowboy Nick would say, the good stuff, the good stuff, the good stuff. Hashtag EHOP. If you're not following me on all of my socials, it'll take you to my Beacons.ai page, and then you can obviously follow me from YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and all that stuff here. And my Blue Sky is probably where I'm most active at because basically I post there, you know, quite frequently. Like I said, I post, you know, when I go live, I post some Marvel Rival stuff. I, you know, talk about the Nintendo stuff that's been happening here. And actually, yeah, because the only Nintendo news that was even in the thing was the Seattle Mariners uniforms are going to get the Nintendo logo, you know, on their sleeves because of the, not only the Switch 2 stuff, but the Nintendo of America owns 10% of the team, which is actually pretty exciting, though. So, let's raid Mai. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming in here. And if you were lurking, you're awesome. If you're chatting with me, you're awesome, too, as well. So, again, thank you all so much here. I will be live tomorrow night, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, with some Pokemon Glazed. So, yeah, I will set some stuff up. Yeah, I can't even speak. Set some stuff up here, kind of to get ready to go for that time. And then we will rock it from there. So let me get some quick shout-outs in here before we head out of here for today. So, of course, Dongler coming in with all the biddies. So thank you so much for that. I definitely appreciate you. And I definitely appreciate everybody coming through. I know this mission was kind of stressful, but we did it, though. But anyways, I'm out of here. I love you all. Hopefully everybody has a good one here. And as always, #PugBark. Bye!